lo and behold, I ended up getting hit by a 4x4 truck out on one of my training runs.
You were a former high-level athlete with Olympic aspirations. What
Yeah,
happened?
that was my early goal in life, was to be a professional runner, which this was 25 30 years ago, which there weren't professional runners 25 30 years ago. It was a sport. Long distance running was my thing. Just one of those things that God gave me this natural talent for. Thank goodness. And I just excelled. I played all different types of sports, but running was the thing that just I was a little extra special at. And but I also had a brother that was 4 years older than I, that kind of was my mentor, that taught me things, and I learned things from him that really helped me in my path. And one of those things was learning about nutrition and how important actually what you put into your body, how it fuels your body. And I learned that as a teenager, which is really strange for most teenagers. They're not thinking about what they're putting in their body to fuel it to be, to do sports. It's like, hey, how can I get my hot dogs and hamburgers and just live life and have my pizza? But back then, I read a book that was called Eat to Win, and that book was amazing because it literally taught me that my fueling at the end of my races came from the foods that I was eating. So I always had a great finish to my races, and I attribute that to learning how to fuel my body appropriately. So I would fuel it right, and I'd always have an extra oomph at the end, and my competitors would get really mad. They're like, man, he always can outkick us. He can always finish harder. And there's like, I didn't understand why. And me, I'm like, hey, I know why, but I'm not going to tell you, because I'm eating well. I know how to fuel this temple in a special way. So that was kind of my early goal in life, was just to be a professional runner. I got a full ride running scholarship, to a Division I college, and things were just looking perfect. Everything was on its way up and going well. And then, lo and behold, I ended up getting hit by a 4x4 truck out on one of my training runs. And that 4x4 truck hit me and threw me 36 feet. I landed straight on my face, and I just about died that particular day. So that was one of my 4 near-death experiences, was that accident. And so that took me on a path that was just totally different, right?